This week's videos are sponsored by Prize Picks, the easy-to-use fantasy sports betting app. More on them in just a bit.
Citizens of the Imperium, we are back to do episode 3, Sisterhood Above All. I feel like we called that title out earlier in the past episode or two. Good job, guys. Giving you guys credit.
Hey,
yes, I'm joined.
That's right.
I'm joined by my Dune crew, my fellow geek jack, Coy. How you doing?
I realize about the day after the last episode that two wolves was probably that metaphor for inside me are two wolves, like that whole concept. Didn't even think of it during the episode that was called Two Wolves. Wanted to give us a little oops, because that's like such a common concept, like inside you are two wolves.
You didn't feed either one of them.
Didn't feed them because I wasn't thinking.
The things we realize after the fact.
Didn't read my brain either. Yep, didn't feed up there.
Nice. John, how you doing?
I'm great. Even better now.
Make sure you do all the YouTube stuff. Hit the subscribe button. Make sure you give us a like. Share the video. And also don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you are notified whenever we drop videos such as these. We're only at the halfway mark. We got a couple more episodes, or 3 to be exact, after this. Also, special thanks to the fine folks over at Praper. They are doing a hard work editing down these highlights. It is a task. We appreciate all their hard work and dedication. They're the best. Also, full-length reaction where you get to sync up with your own copy. You get to watch the whole episode, or all 6 of the episodes, with my fellow geek checked and John over here, my brother from another mother. It's a fun time doing it over there. Yes, and also too, we have lots of hard work from Greg and Roxy over on our social media pages. So if you can't support us over on Patreon, we understand, but if you can follow us over there, we would so appreciate it. It's a lot of work that they're doing, so make sure you follow us over there. We would appreciate it. You guys got anything to add before we get into episode 3, Sisterhoods Above All?
Just admiring all the research you've done.
Yeah, I was impressed. That was a lot of polysyllabic references. You went there. Nicely done.
I try. Not on your guys' level, but one day we'll see.
Nicely duned.
Hey, I like that. All right. Episode 3, Sisterhood Above All. Commence.
Oh boy. In crisis mode now.
I can be thwarted.
Yeah, that was our reaction at the end of the last episode.
We must act quickly to maintain our hold on the great houses.
What about the Emperor? You've been barred from the palace.
This is not the first time an adversary has sought to remove me. Like the others, this soldier will learn.
I wouldn't be half the sister I was if people hadn't tried to remove me.
So many lines I want to remember to just use in life.
That's right. Just keep a Dune quote book. Yeah. Lankivale.
Oh, the House Harkonnen.
Is this flashback?
Are we going to see some fur whales? Yeah, we are.
Oh, boy.
Damn. Oh, boy. No.
That is not my kind of squelching wetly.
It's going to be a thick-ass coat.
Could have used one of those type of coats during Greg's wedding.
Truth.
Freezing my nubs off. Hi, Olivia.
Hi, Olivia.
Give you Greg.
Give you Rachel. I mean Greg.
Yeah, it is a flashback.
I mean, it looks like they are being efficient with the meat.
The usual.
The usual. Is this planet's only source of food? Probably make candles out of blubber.
Yeah. Use the bones structures of homes and stuff. I'm glad this actress is getting more time. She's great.
Yeah, and I was thinking that too. I was like, I love the older actress, but I want to get more time with this one too.
Yeah, she's in something I've seen recently, and I was impressed there too. I can't place her, but she's amazing.
Should have just done the shopping myself. Even your younger sister has the good sense to request decent cuts of meat.
Perhaps you should have sent Tula then.
Oh, well, she was busy preparing the rest of the meal.
Mum, I don't mind.
Thank you both, sisters.
Oh, is that Mark Addy?
Your uncle has no complaints.
What?
It is.
You're
I was
interested in
chowing
it,
down.
The Landsrat accepted our petition. When I get there, I'm going to get us a better trade deal.
Yeah, it is.
His whale fur will always be a prized export.
You mock, but it's a fact.
Yeah.
First thing I ever saw him in was Jack Frost.
A Knight's Tale for me.
I'd like to shove it in Vorian's face once you've made your mark.
After you get the better trade deal.
Here, I carved this for your collection.
Oh, origins.
Yeah.
What do you mean, Vorian? Vorian Atreides?
After doing God knows what, he's resurfaced, gallivanting around the capital.
Whale peddling can only take us so far. If you go and find Vorian,
Oh, no.
make him understand what happened, get him to correct the record so that we can reclaim our status.
Your father has plenty of status.
Oh, yes, the mayor of peasants. Your grandfather, Abulard Harkonnen, was a hero. He didn't commit a war crime. He tried to stop a genocide. Vorian Atreides stripped our family of its honor based on a lie.
Damn.
We should be leaders.
Interesting seeing it from their perspective, the Harkonnens.
This complacency is a disease. If we don't act now, it will infect all of us and all who come after us. I won't sit by and let it happen.
Here, here.
Do not follow her. She's a wolf. And if you're
Hey.
not careful, she will devour you.
Is her sister also a wolf?
Are there two?
Are they both the wolves?
I do like how stern she is and like in her beliefs and like not following the group think.
And the ambition clearly translates to even the current timeline where
For
she's
sure.
like, more.
Wow.
Damn, that's incredible.
Am I entitled? Greedy?
No, they're not like you, Valia.
You mean like us?
Hey.
Oh, another wolf.
You remember when I fell through the ice into that river? The cold was like a vice. As soon as I hit that water, my muscles seized. You came out after me.
Aw.
I'm the fool who saved you.
I still don't understand how. I mean, I was sinking.
You're the special.
Your voice in my head. Ordering me to swim.
The voice as a positive is
Whoa.
interesting. Overcoming shock with the voice.
You're extraordinary. That's why if you think the best course of action is to track down Vorian Atreides and get him to take back his lies, I will.
Wow.
The Imperium will be better for our contribution, Griffin. We deserve to make it.
We will. We'll see.
Love the grit and determination. Let's do it.
And how does Tula feel about all this?
I love that we're giving context to the adult character without showing her weakness by showing some empathy in her young character.
Yeah.
Like going to a flashback so we can see, but it doesn't sacrifice the sternness.
Oh no. I assume she's gonna get blamed for this.
Griffin Harkonnen, son of Virgil and Sonia Harkonnen. You leave behind a family forever broken by your loss. You are our family's brightest light. The ancestors are fortunate to receive you.
What a cutaway.
Until we meet again.
Is he also on Game of Thrones?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's in the first. I've only seen season 1, but
The HBO stable.
I think he was Sean Bean's brother, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or his friend, the king.
Come inside.
I don't want to mourn. Vorian murdered Griffin, and now he's disappeared again. It's not fair. I want the Atreides to suffer like we have.
Sure.
But I can't because they're making me go away to Wallach 9.
Wallach 9.
There's only one thing that'll help me, little sister, but our family doesn't have the stomach for it.
Oh.
Oh, they will.
An eye for an eye will never be enough, Thalia. Griffin is worth far more than that.
Oh.
Yeah, but she doesn't want it to be for nothing.
Whatever path you choose, don't stay on this nightmare of a planet. Find something. All that's left here is death and rot.
Brain rot. They're both really good matches for their
Yeah.
older counterparts.
Oh, yeah.
And like the characterization. Like I always wonder what kind of prep they had to do with their other their
older
fellow
selves.
counterpart
Yeah,
actors.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Sisters, remember your resolve.
How do you want to proceed?
Return to your nobles. Counter any attempts to sow further mistrust. I will regain our hold on Karina.
Okay.
This came from Chula. Sister Lila, she didn't survive the agony.
Bad news on bad news.
I had hoped to reach Raquella for answers. You did. Raquella spoke through her. She said the key to the reckoning was one twice born, in blood and in spice. It's Desmond Hart.
Yep.
Haha.
Yes, sir.
What are you gonna do? I think a trip home is called for.
She got what she wanted. She didn't even care about the kid dying effectively. That look, I think, was about not knowing. And now that she knows, she's moved on.
Sisterhood above all, Coy.
Oof.
Oh, it's so sad.
You're grieving. That's human. We must channel our human energy in the service of the future. No one has ever returned from the state this child is in.
Oh.
Keeping Sister Lila in this limbo sows pain and confusion.
Is it more ethical just to pull the plug?
I am sorry this happened, but Mother Valia has made it very clear how we handle cases like this. We must let her go.
Been in the situation, unfortunately.
I could relieve you of your...
Don't touch her.
She's very protective of her.
I will do what
Appreciate
needs
that.
to be done when I choose.
Damn.
So there is hope for her.
Yeah.
Thank you for your care and counsel, Sister Avila. That will be all.
Haha.
Karen Council.
Dismissed.
Enjoying this lady's performance too.
Oh yeah, Olivia Williams, I think.
Oh, the older one too, though. She's made a kind of an impression these last 2 episodes.
I
mean,
feels
and Tula. She's great.
She feels guilty.
Tempest in a teacup.
Is this character not gone? I really thought we'd lost her. I'm wondering.
I did too. I did say aloud, like, is she just in a coma?
Yeah.
Or
There could be something special about her.
maybe she's luring them in, like, come get her. Type of
Maybe
thing. I don't-
she's gonna be reborn in the spice,
Could be.
and
I
then
mean,
she's
she
the
could,
twice born.
she
And
could
it's not Darren. It's not Bob Idaho. Maybe it's her.
Oh,
be.
Could see that.
Jet loves it up here. He remembers the yearly hunt.
It's beautiful.
We're first to arrive. We can claim whatever quarters we want.
Hey.
Maybe we should wait for the rest of your family to get here before.
You're nervous.
No, I'd like to make a good impression.
But who wouldn't be enchanted by you?
Mm-hmm.
My own family wasn't.
Smooth Tucker.
You're so close with yours. If they don't approve, then
It's not possible. I adore you. Like I do.
Cuties.
Oh.
So, Tula, how'd you meet Ori?
I was at a market, and he struck up a conversation.
It was a meet cute.
guess we're still talking.
Have you taken him to meet your people?
Older looking Sebastian Stan.
Barely any of us left.
Oh. What's up, Hiccup?
You said we could shoot target practice this afternoon.
There's another How's the Dragon guy.
After the work's done, we've got firewood to collect.
All in the HBO family, John.
He's really good on House of the Dragon, too. He made such an impression.
I could use a hand, if you don't mind getting those hands dirty with blood and guts.
I don't mind that.
I love blood and guts.
To catch the bull, we need to lure it with bait.
Is this tool?
Oof.
These bulls are rare, shy creatures. Without a scent to lure them, hunters on horseback wouldn't stand a chance. Now, this next pod is tricky. There's a toxin in there powerful enough to kill a person.
Whoa.
True strength isn't always something you see from the outside.
Ooh, metaphor.
Just remove it gently.
This is a good teacher.
That poison's gonna come back to kill somebody.
Oh, for sure.
Want to do the next one?
Okay.
I love how even the setting says a lot about the contrast between her and Valia.
Yeah.
What happened?
And I was going to say, what's going to drive her ultimately toward the Sisterhood? Because it seems like she's on a totally other path right now.
What happened?
We were coming down from the ridge and the path gave way.
Oh, poor thing.
2 places. I'm sorry.
What about a sugar wire fuse? We can splint the brakes.
Horses live on their feet.
Then a suspension sling.
He'll just kick himself to death trying to get out of it.
Oh.
We do what we must.
No.
Does the voice work on horses? Get Valia in here.
No.
Stay with him. I'll be right back.
The parallel. The horse is Lila.
I think they'll already have taken it out by the time. Oh.
Get clever.
Damn.
Whoa.
Like her resourcefulness.
It's a great little detail. They're just juicing it.
This will be better.
Got nothing to lose. Let her give her a shot.
I mean, at least it'll be more merciful. Oh, buddy. Oh. Oh, buddy. Is that literally the horse they rode in on?
Yeah.
What is truth sense?
The science of detecting falsehood.
But it is more than being a human lie detector.
This is the flashbacks episode.
That's the one she used the voice on.
We use it to serve the Imperium. What if the Imperium's corrupt?
We exert a subtle influence, call humanity to its better nature.
Are there occasions where you withhold the truth? Just because the leaders are told it doesn't mean they'll use it to good ends. Truth is a tool.
Ooh.
And who should determine how to use this tool? You?
Yes.
You know what truth I see, sister? You are scared because you have nothing to serve, no purpose, nowhere to put all that hurt and anger. You know how truly alone you really are.
Their hatred's been long brewing.
Yeah.
Tomorrow you will be tested. Humble yourself and commit to the Sisterhood, or resign yourself to an unremarkable life on a backwater planet.
Backwater planet.
Where were we?
She had no call to reach you like that. You must have really gotten to her. She wasn't always so rigid.
Ruffling feathers.
The Sisterhood sent her as an ambassador to the Butlerians to make inroads.
Hey, Butlerians.
As a true believer. Now she's all about humility and servitude. I heard she was next in line to lead the order, but Now Mother Rakela's not so sure.
Uh-oh.
Do you even want to be a sister? I was going to be my brother's truthsayer when he went to the Landsraad. Then he was murdered. Oh, yeah. So sorry. I didn't want to come after that.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
My parents forced me. They didn't want me on Lankavel anymore. What do you want?
That is the question.
She's from this great little indie show on Netflix.
Oh.
She's so good. It's based on a comic book, and it's a 2-person show that has some guest stars, but it's exceptional. I finally figured it out.
Oh, what was it called?
He's
I'll
got to
figure
figure
that out
that out
next.
next.
Devote your one small lifetime to better all of humanity. Are you able to put the Sisterhood above all?
Hey, she said the thing.
If the answer is yes, you may return inside. If not, I encourage you to meditate on whether or not you belong here.
Download Headspace, 50% off.
It's a bargain. It's great worth it.
Oh, we got this.
Sisterhood above all.
Hova. Hova.
Sisterhood above all.
Sisterhood above all.
Is she going to be the last one to say it?
She must be. Interesting design leftovers. Time lapse. Let's go.
Sisterhood above all. Sisterhood above all.
Okay, I guess she is the last one to say it.
She's got the most resolve. She has to be.
I'm not interested in a contest of will, Sister Valia. We
Yeah.
both know the truth. You'll always be a Harkonnen.
Ooh.
Wow. Discounted you.
After all that.
Oh, that's smart. It's like she's very stoic and she has so much resolve, but when she's in private, you get those little moments of her actual emotion and her spirit.
And I love that, again, we're getting that in flashbacks so we can, like, let the other one stay Mother Superior.
Mm-hmm. So funny to have so much Dune media in a post-Star Wars world.
Right?
See the overlap of imagery and things like that. It was a dark and stormy
Damn.
night.
Still there. Huh.
Come on,
Are
Ray.
the clouds hanging heavy, black, and pendulous?
Oh.
I am Mother Superior, Rakela Berto Aliro.
Ooh.
Let's go inside.
I haven't taken my vow.
You just did.
I'm inviting you to come with me.
Yeah.
Does she never say sisterhood above all, and thus she above all, and that's like part of her path?
Maybe.
Your voice, it stopped me outside. I've never felt anything like that. Has that ever happened before?
Once, with my brother.
Oh, they're going to develop it.
He was drowning. He said I ordered him to swim when he couldn't.
The human race is still evolving. At the Sisterhood, we work to advance our species. We found that adversity is the key to change.
Pressure makes diamonds.
When I lost my husband in the machine wars, it was like a limb torn off. Sometimes our misfortunes are the sails that take us to the shores we are meant to be on.
Wow.
Wow.
You can achieve extraordinary things here, even shape the course of the Imperium if you decide to stay.
I really like that we never see her, or haven't yet seen her say sisterhood above all, and what that informs for her whole arc.
How did you know what to do?
My brother taught me how to handle animals. He taught me lots of things.
Sounds like a good man. When do I get to meet him?
About that.
I wish you could. He died.
He didn't just die.
You don't talk much about your family?
My older sister never much cared for me.
Aww.
After he died, she went off to school. My parents were so grief-stricken they barely remembered I existed.
Oof.
I see you. When we marry, you'll have more kin than you know what to do with.
If we marry, is that a proposal?
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, it is.
Oh, get on that knee.
To the veil, you marry me?
It's only been a few months. You
So that's a yes?
don't even really know me.
That's all the time I need. I want to give you my life, my future.
I was going to be like, Khloe Kardashian only gave Lamar Odom 6 weeks, okay? This is enough time.
Marry me.
That's the standard.
She's in a vulnerable place with what's happened with her family.
Oh, buddy.
So what's going to happen that causes her to go to the Sisterhood?
Nothing.
Nothing. No.
Nothing. They just grow
Everything's
apart, and she
fine.
decides to go in a new direction with her life. They break up amicably.
Oh.
Ooh, love the percussion.
HBO, guys. HBO.
About to be a different kind of percussion.
Hey.
Consummation of percussion.
Definitely a lot more sandworms in the show than I was expecting. Gonna call them sandworms because I'm a Beetlejuice fan.
I mean, not enough. Gotta get that Game of Thrones full frontal male nudity on here.
But this is elegant. They're doing a little back silhouetting.
This is, it's elegant and vulnerable.
Unlike the chess match we saw before that wasn't about love, this is.
Right.
I like that it's sensual versus sexual because it's about love.
And
That
it's
was a
in the
different
midst
kind of
a-
love.
it was-
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was love, but it was
Yeah, no, I feel it.
tactical.
For sure.
And it's in the midst of this greater celebration.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Wow. Now inject him with that stuff.
Yes.
My family will be thrilled when they find out. We'll soon be joining the Atreides clan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I need you to know that I regret that things are the way they are.
Oh, no.
For so long, all I wanted was to tell you.
What are you doing here?
Tell me what.
I'm a Harkonnen?
I was afraid if you knew who I really am, you'd never allow yourself to get close to me.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. I think this is what hardens her.
My love isn't fickle. Whenever hard truth exists, we'll deal with it together.
I don't know, Marky Mark.
My name isn't Tula Vale. It's Tula Harkonnen.
This isn't the guy who... Oh, what? Ooh.
Damn, that look says it all.
I certainly understand what you didn't want to tell me. No one chooses the name they're born with.
Aw, bud.
You don't hate me.
Hate you. Nothing would make me hate you.
Damn.
Our families would disagree.
Our families, yeah, they choose hate. Because what they're taught, the disagreement between our ancestors during wartime over a century ago should bleed into their future, but that is their burden.
It's pretty based. It's pretty based, man.
It's okay. I promise it's going to be okay. Just listen to me. We will write a future for ourselves, okay?
I feel for how scared she is right now.
Griffin will still be dead, and it will still be an Atreides who killed him.
Oh, man.
We do what we must.
I don't understand.
You gonna kill him? Or did she kill all the rest of them?
Yeah, it's
is it
pretty,
so quiet?
pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, no.
Oh,
She just murdered everyone in the
She
drink.
poisoned him?
She kept it all.
She put it in the cauldron.
Oh, damn. Oh, damn.
Oh, no.
Yes.
She killed his whole family.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my. That's wild. Wow.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
Wow. One more.
I'm sorry.
Damn.
Oh, that was major foreshadowing with the horse.
Yeah, that is.
You thought Volio could play the long game.
Oh, I must.
She's willing to do anything.
Yeah. Well, she said her family didn't even see her anymore. I mean, wonder if they'll see her now after this.
Yeah, leave to get noticed.
Oh, no.
Kiddo.
Go back to the House of Dragons set.
Yeah. What's your last name, kid? She's great, man.
Yeah, she is.
Great casting across the board.
Like you guys said, I'm so glad they went back to these flashbacks because I really like these actors. Really good counterparts.
Oh,
the bull. Damn.
Uh-oh.
Like a vision?
Yeah, it's got to have some kind of symbolic
Beautiful creature.
significance.
I mean, we saw in Dune 1 that the Harkonnens almost wipe out the Atreides, too. This is kind of foreshadowing
Piece of
for
that.
that.
That's just the back and forth of the centuries.
From the time of the wars, we've been gathering DNA from across the Imperium.
I love that. Wait, it lights up in there.
creating a vast genetic library.
Is that how we play matchmaker for the great houses?
You could say that. We identify the best pairings, bolster the right unions. We can influence generations to come, foster better leaders, ones less prone to corruption and tyranny.
Ones who won't drag us to the edge of extinction again.
I had a feeling you'd understand. What I'm about to show you relies on forbidden technology.
Oh no. Is it technology in the shape of a human brain?
You have to swear not to breathe a word of this to anyone. Of course not. No one. It's going to be me.
It's gonna be me.
Mother Raquel is going to make me her successor. Did she actually tell you? She trusts me more than Dorothea. I can tell it's what she wants.
Woof.
Do you feel ready? Not always, but Raquel has faith in me and what I've been working on.
What have you been working on?
This.
The voice?
I think so.
What are you doing to me?
Scary power. Wow.
Ooh. It's like, what? You could have done this a different way, like shake me your hand or
Just
something.
slap me yourself.
I didn't think it would work so well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're cool with this.
Great response.
How did you do that? Can you teach us how to do it?
Hey.
Yeah. Teach me how
I
to
was
Dougie.
hoping you'd ask.
Hey.
Your first acolytes.
Uh-oh.
Love is the literal cone of silence.
Yeah.
Like, did that come
he
from
wrote
the
that
Dune
metaphorically,
book?
and he's like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
I've been watching the two of you. You are the strongest among us. You've both pushed the boundaries of what it means to be human.
Need you guys to take some eye drops.
I believe that you are both the future leaders of this order.
Dang.
I've also watched you both amass followers. Such hubris is divisive. Our sisterhood is young, but growing in power. The more influence we gain, the more enemies we make.
And the more important it is to be unified.
My time is limited. I feel it with every breath I draw. I need you to find a way forward as reverend mothers.
Oh. There's just too much of a clash of ideologies between the two of them.
Coven's got two moms. It's fine.
I'll be here. You may kneel.
Kneel before.
Let Valia and I walk amongst our foremothers. Give us the strength to return and serve as reverend mothers.
It is now time to wake those who made you.
We about to see the White Dementors?
It is an
They're
agony,
coming.
but only this once.
And agony.
Rotten meds are coming.
Focus your mind.
The difference is these two are more trained.
Your other
Yeah.
memory.
Unlock your other memory.
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh!
Oh, damn. Took an unexpected turn.
Did not see that coming.
A message has come from Lancavale this morning from your sister,
Hey.
Tula. This phrase caught my eye. The suet has been enjoyed by all. No more courses to serve. Felt like a code.
You don't say.
Or maybe a confirmation?
It means I have to go home.
We can arrange that. You can leave today.
Wow.
Your family name has always been more important to you. That's why you couldn't go through with the agony test, because you have unfinished business with your house.
You knew.
From the moment I saw you that night in the rain. But I can't afford to be patient. Go back to Lancavale, settle what needs to be settled, but you must commit to a path. If you choose the Sisterhood, you must be willing to sacrifice.
Oh, boy.
Return a reverend mother or not at all.
Yup.
You think she's going to say sisterhood above all before she takes the eye
I
drop?
think she might have to.
Do it yourself, kid.
I got your message. Is it done? Or Atreides is dead?
They all are.
Atreides is.
Oh, it makes sense that the Atreides still survived because she let the one live.
It's a very family.
Yeah.
I didn't think you could.
Neither did I.
Griffin would be proud.
Your poor soul. Oh, she really did love that boy, too.
Yeah.
Woody.
Would
The end justify the means.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why did you bring her?
She no longer has a place here.
Oh, she's my sister.
How they're talking about her like she's not even there.
You shouldn't have come back.
Wow.
You've done enough. You have, you hateful girl.
Use the voice on them.
She did what none of you could. She punished the family who destroyed ours, who killed Griffin. She showed them all that the Harkonnens are not cowards.
And what if they come after her?
Yeah.
You were a sweet child, only trying to help. She twisted you. She didn't do anything. I did. It's never enough, is it?
She's not even getting credit.
You've already cost us one child, and that.
Be quiet!
Oh. Who's playing mom? She's in a bunch of stuff too.
Oh.
Wow.
Is this the first put it to the throat?
I think it is.
What are you doing?
Oh, damn.
Yep, she's going to make her do it. Oh, or not.
Oh.
And that had me with the tear.
Woo.
Really thought she was going through it.
Sorceress.
When someone has a power like that, insulting them might not be the best course of action, just my opinion.
Especially
She gonna
after
do
what
it
you
by
just
herself
saw.
outside in the cold?
In the snow. Don't drink the blue snow.
Man.
Sisterhood above all.
Take 5 drops.
Oh.
Let's get some more macro fluid photography.
There it is.
Yes.
Yes, let's go.
No one there with her, no one to guide her. Man.
Damn. White Dementors.
God. This is so cool. Oh.
Open your eyes. Please. Wake up, Valia.
Oh, is that her sister?
Yep.
Wherever you are, come back.
Back to the light.
Oh, you scared me.
I heard your voice.
Hey.
Oh.
Brought me back to the light.
When in darkness, search for the light.
What happened?
The agony. I survived.
You all right?
Yes.
Are you sure?
We should hurry. We don't want to miss the ship.
You're coming.
I lost Griffin. I won't lose you too.
Oh.
Promise me the Sisterhood will be a fresh start for us.
It's a whole new journey.
We have a new purpose now.
It's a fresh start for you, maybe. It's just a continuation for Valia.
It was a hell of a flashback.
Woo. Yeah, right.
Sisters, it is time to say goodbye
No.
to Sister Lila.
It's all right.
Lila's wisdom still exists. She's with her foremothers.
It's not all right.
Yeah, I knew she was going to speak up.
You knew how desperate she was to find out where she came from. You took advantage of that. She should never have been asked to make this sacrifice.
No.
She ain't wrong.
She was a child.
This order is founded on sacrifice. Many of your sisters have laid down their lives in the service of our cause. They understood that for some of us to advance, all of us must be willing to risk.
Jeez, man.
She played her part. Mother Valley would never have asked her to try if she didn't believe that it was necessary.
Oh, boy.
We owe her our gratitude and our respect.
Who better to know the truth than the sister? You couldn't get Valia in here to, like, voice her back into her body.
Yeah, I would have liked her to be there and just give it a shot and try, but Sisterhood above all? No. No.
No. Come on.
Well, we didn't see it.
What do we? Yeah. What do we?
We didn't
got?
see it.
What do we got?
Where are we going now?
The last place anyone would expect me to be.
Blade Runner 2049 again.
Yes.
Who exactly are we meeting?
Sacrifices must be made. Sisterhood above all.
Oh.
Hey!
Oh!
Said the thing.
Oh, Valia.
Is that the Baron?
What an unexpected surprise.
Oh, is that her father? Yes, it is.
Oh, he's still kicking.
Damn.
Damn.
We need to get you like a floaty apparatus.
I thought I'd live to see the day.
Ugh.
Oh, he's got a floaty apparatus.
A little bit. Proto float.
I like that they're becoming more Harkonnen in
Yeah, for sure.
How is Aunt Tula doing?
Damn, dude.
I know how difficult that was for you, letting Lila go.
Did she?
I believe Mother Valley would be proud.
Oh.
Indeed.
That is not a compliment. Yeah, where is she at? Did you put her in the pool? What?
Is she underground? Is she with the machine mind? Because we never saw what was actually in there, did we?
I mean, they said it was like the genetic.
Yeah, I mean, they cut away
records.
before we
They
saw.
cut, but they cut to the cone of silence.
Yeah.
It's a good way of revealing it, though.
Whoa.
Look at all that spice.
It's like a spice reactor.
A spice reactor.
Spice
Anna
fuse.
Ruth, run diagnostics.
Run.
Metabolic activity slowing. Blood pressure 91. Pulse rate 140. Spice can rejuvenate the mind. She still has a chance if you administer the correct dosage. This is not an authorized request. Mother Valia is off planet.
I'm in
She
charge.
entrusted me with the key. I order you to keep this child alive. Initiating protocol.
Dang.
Full AI room.
Oh, shit.
It's a great reveal.
Yeah. Look at all that tech.
Like a tech temple.
right.
Fun.
Wow.
Oh.
Too much Bob Idaho in that episode.
Oh, good old Bob. I missed him, but it was a great episode of that.
Reject Nation. I never really consider myself a sports guy. I know so many people who are into sports. So many people who watch this channel are into sports. My wife, into sports. Sometimes it feels emasculating while she yells at the TV and I don't know what's going on. Why that feels emasculating? That's more to do with me than her, that's for sure. But anyway, the peer pressure got me to find a way to find fun with sports. And if you're looking for a fun and simple way to get into daily fantasy sports, let me introduce you to Prize Picks. It's America's #1 daily fantasy app with over 5 million active members. And honestly, it's the only one I've ever used, but from everyone who I know who has used fantasy sports thingies before says this is the easiest one they've ever used, my wife included, and the missus is never wrong. All you do is pick more or less on player stat projections, like how many yards your favorite QB, that stands for quarterback, by the way, will throw, or how many points a star player will score. You can pick between 2 and 6 players, and if you get them right, you win. Even I can comprehend this, and I'm not the smartest guy. And like I said, it's easy to get started, and it's easy to use. A lot of emphasis on the easy. Here's one easy example. So at the time of recording this, we just bet on Jordan Love, Jaden Reed, and Joe Burrow. Consulted with John. John knows more about sports than me, so really this was his decision. So let's see if he tanked this whole operation, or if we're filthy rich now. Great thing, if one of your players ever gets injured, Prize Picks has an injury insurance policy. I could use some health insurance in my own life. So your lineups stay in play. Rhymes, bars, baby. And if you miss one pick, you can still cash out thanks to their unique flex play option. It's available in most states, including California, Texas, and Georgia. You can download the Prize Picks app today. Use code REJECTS and get $50 instantly when you play just $5. There's a lot of fives in this shout out. $5, $50, 5 million members. It's like the number 23. But anyway, you don't even have to win to get the bonus. Isn't that awesome? Prize Picks. Run your game. Get into daily fantasy sports like this expert over here.
It was. Guys, we just watched episode 3, Sisterhood Above All. If you are listening to us on Apple or Spotify, make sure you use up those spiced up hands and give us 5-star ratings. Also, if you want cool teas like these, rejectnationshop.com. Get yourself some fun stuff for the holidays. Yeah, no, I really enjoyed this one. It was definitely a slow burn, but I like the context of going back into the past. I think nonlinear storytelling can be very effective. I think just 2 things that always get off the top of my mind. I'm going to go right to Christopher Nolan because he's the master genius when it comes to nonlinear storytelling. Batman Begins, Memento can be a very effective tool in storytelling. Can also be very ineffective if you do it incorrectly. I like the way it was done here. Gives a lot of nuance and depth into our 2 main characters in regards to their relationship first and foremost, and how they got to the sisterhood. Also with that, I forgot the granddaughter's name that she used the voice to slit her throat in the first 5 or 10 minutes. Like, it gave the divisiveness on where they see eye to eye in terms of ideologies and their clash. I like that we got that in the backstory as well. So I like that. And also, too, I like that we got the Harkonnens from their perspective, because obviously everything that we saw in the first 2 Dune movies, everything was more from the Atreides perspective, and the Harkonnens are the bad guys, which obviously makes sense. But it was interesting to see it from the reverse, where they're, perceived as like the protagonists here, and they're the antagonists. And I thought that was an interesting way to tell the story in this episode. Also, like what's the Olivia Williams character's name? Is it Lila? The sister.
Lila's the young one.
The young one, Lila. I thought that was interesting the way she had to get hardened up as a character. How she had to get.
Wait.
I'm talking about
Lila's the one who's like out. Who she's trying to resuscitate.
No, no, not Lila. Excuse
Tilu?
me. I'm talking about Olivia Williams, the sister who's in charge at the Sisterhood. Tula. Thank you. I liked how they had our focus was on Tula when she had to basically go to the Atreides, make him just get into that relationship, get close with them. I mean, I can't imagine how difficult that was just to like get close with someone who had taken the life of your brother and then actually like develop feelings and then do the deed. Like, I think that was that was just fascinating in itself. And also I think that actress just did a good job of like the way she, her emoting, her facial expression, just how hard that was for her. And also too, how cathartic it was too, like getting rid of, like doing the deed in terms of, getting rid of the family that, slain her brother, if you will. So I thought that was very effective storytelling. There's a lot more I want to say, but let's go to my fellow geek Jack here. What do you think of this episode?
I was so impressed that, like, if, the Montagues and Capulets, one of the Capulets murked all the Montagues. That was crazy. I wasn't expecting that level of twist. And then I think we all had the same epiphany at the same time, which means, like, great storytelling, because that was since we all felt at the same time, it means that's the moment the show wanted you to feel that. So I love the silence. We were all like, wait, I noticed the silence too. I was really impressed at the flashback character, both in the casting and in the delivery, because it did open up the modern version of them in a really cool way for both characters. And I like that the episode was anchored on the present tense in the show, and then we got to go to the past tense to build on both those characters in a really unique way. The world building is really interesting because I like what you had to say about the Harkonnens from their POV, but I like that it's still them as the villains. Like, we're watching the Harkonnens do these horrible things, and they're our eye line, but I don't see them as good people, and I like that. Like, they're on a frozen, awful planet, which gives you context for why they'd be
They're the underdog, but they're not.
Yeah, they're not good.
Yeah.
And I love that we meet the Atreides like vibing on a little hippie commune, like they're just chilling in the woods. Like, in most narratives, the citizens of Endor are going to be much more the leads than the people from Hoth. And like they really gave us a cool eye line where you're watching this from the POV of, I would still say, the antagonist. At no point have I identified with Mother Superior's decisions. At no point have it been like, those Harkonnens. And then we're watching someone murder an entire family, and that's our eye line. It's a really cool narrative choice. I really dug this.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And I think this has been steadily building the show just, for these 3 episodes that we've seen up till now. Like, this was certainly my favorite. And I feel like more now than ever, especially as, shows have been, I feel like we settle now in the 6 to 10 episode range for series like this. And I feel like
shows.
Yeah, remember 24 episodes a season?
Smallville, 22 a season.
But,
that was the standard.
Now in this format, I feel like sometimes, a type of episode you will get is like the semi-nonlinear, largely flashback episode. And I thought this was a great version of that. Like, I really, really, I agree with everything you guys have been talking about. And yeah, it's like, it's a fascinating, especially through Tula, because Tula is obviously the more sympathetic of the two sisters. Like, to watch, I liked what the Atreides boy had to say, basically, when he's talking to her in the little hut before she actually reveals what has happened. Because he's like, you don't control your last name, and our families have been warring for centuries, and you lose the line of like, who's even responsible for this now? And it felt like a really cool, like, something that's a prequel and something that is going to lead to things have already happened that we've seen anyway in the future of the timeline. Like, it does give it a nice sense of like scale of history, because in the Dune movies we're used to seeing like the empire of Harkonnens, versus this is like they're more all kind of clans, and they're on these different planets and stuff like that, and there are certainly power struggles, and there's certainly warring factions, so to speak, but it's a different layout than the whole rest of the universe, and it's cool to see it in a more rudimentary fashion. And to watch, like, I agree, it's like Valia is never really a character that you are within the perspective of from the inside very much. Like, you're viewing a lot of things through her motivations and everything. And I love these little tiny glimpses through her younger self at the person within, like at the soul that is, even in the flashback, heavily buried already by trauma and by anger and by hurt and various other things. And yeah, I think they make a great contrast. And I think even the previous episode title, the whole two wolves thing, is like a great, bit of there are multiple ways you could read that. And Sisterhood above all as an episode title is another one where there are multiple ways you can kind of read that, the obvious mantra, but also like their sisterhood together.
It's
these
sisters,
two.
like not just a sisterhood, the two of them.
Yeah, and seeing what lengths they will go to and what ways they'll bend the established norms for what it's like Valia will do that for like the furthering of like her greater, political, spiritual machinations, and Tula will do that for like a more sympathetic, or what feels like a more sympathetic sort of desperate reason that is, just to try and spare the life of, the youngest among our sisterhood. And I love that they brought all the sisters in and they all got to kind of at least voice an opinion about it, because you are like, yeah, I get how you all are feeling. And it's one of those things where, yeah, a group like this needs unity, but also it's made up of individuals. What are you going to do?
Yeah, and to your point, like when Valia had learned about Lila, she's like, oh, okay. Yeah, it's all for the cause. So she like had no remorse, no sympathy. And then, I keep forgetting her name. What's the other sister's name? Tula. One day I'll remember by the end of episode 6. But Tula, like you could even see when that other sister, when she was voicing her opinion and she was telling Lila too, like they're just using you.
Yeah.
And I was happy that she spoke up in that moment. Yeah. But you could see with Tula, she was like, her body language and the way she was emoting again, she's like, I agree with what she's saying, but I can't agree with her. I'm just gonna just stand strong here and be stoic. But like
I can't show that this is getting to me.
Of course. But I love that in that moment that she does have that pity for her, and she does like I had a feeling too, especially before we even saw that she didn't pull the plug. I'm like, I have a feeling she's not going to do this here, because she has that vulnerable side, and that character really means a lot to her, and she felt guilty putting her in that position. She didn't want to put her there.
And the way that they shoot that constantly throughout the episode, like the other mother is there basically saying like, it needs to be done.
Yeah.
And they constantly are shooting it in these very subtle ways that make at least me, the viewer, go like, something gonna happen? She gonna like twitch?
She gonna get
move?
up? Her eyes gonna
move?
She's gonna blink?
And there are multiple moments like that, all the way up to the end when she's about to take the little nodes off. And I like that they don't give you that, but they also lead you to this fixation that Tula has in trying to resuscitate her. And I'm just also like very curious to see what she mutates into after this spice treatment.
I think she's going to be the savior that's reborn through spice, and it's not Bob Idaho. And I
can
also
see that.
really like that we did that jump cut to the Cone of Silence, because we never saw that room. And I was so distracted by the plot that I wasn't like, wait, we jumped away from that room they were going to. But I also, from just a capitalism standpoint, really like that we saw the leap from fur whale trading, and they were trapped in this horrible little hovel on an ice planet, to 30 years go by, and now they're living in a skyrise because of the value of the oil stuff. So then if you multiply that exponentially by the 5,000 years, that's the Harkonnen Empire.
Yeah.
I love the idea of like seeing the proto oil tycoon in like, a rudimentary, this is what it's worth here, and then in just 30 years we're living in skyscrapers. In 3,000 years we run the galaxy. Like that's a really subtle way to show exponential wealth.
Absolutely. And two, what just struck me now is with the whole Lila thing, they acknowledge in this episode the whole one reborn in spice, twice born, reborn in spice, all that stuff, and they acknowledge like, oh, that sounds like Bob Idaho, whose name I've now forgotten.
Desmond
sounds
Hart.
Like Desmond Hart. And I like that, much like you had Paul Atreides and Feyd-Rautha kind of. They bring in Feyd-Rautha and they're like, well, this could actually fulfill the prophecy too, because we know that the Bene Gesserit and the Sisterhood by extension are in the business of like setting up multiple tracks for their plans to play out. And so you can see like, oh yeah, Desmond could fit that description, but Lila could also fit that description. And what's going to happen when you have two people on the chessboard at the same time who could fit that description? And it speaks to that sort of tenuousness of politics and religion as intertwined through this universe. And two, like, I think it's really nice just as a map expander to get, you see where Valia and Tula come from, this desolate ice planet. Then you see where the Atreides are, which is this lush green planet, or at least whatever regions we're in for those things. Just makes the world feel bigger and broader.
Figure out the name of the show.
Her name is Jessica Barden.
Jessica Barden.
And she is in The Lobster. She is in American Horror Story. She is in lots of things that are iconic, but it's so funny. The thing I know her from is a tiny little show that I cannot even find.
Is it really actually tiny, or are you doing like an ironic tiny?
No,
irony
I think it's
tiny?
actually like I hadn't heard of it until my fiance was like, "There's a comic show I like," and I was like, "That I haven't seen," and now I can't even find it. Sorry, I wanted to.
Is it Umbrella Academy?
The End of the Fucking World is the name.
Oh, sure.
You've heard of this?
Oh, I didn't know that was a comic
Yeah.
book.
Have you seen the show?
I know what it is.
So
and now I can see her in the
she is
poster.
that. Yeah, she is that girl.
Oh, that's actually what it's called.
Yeah, no, that's the name of the show.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. It's like a really great comic book property that doesn't feel like a comic, but you can then see the comic in some choices.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Came out in 2018. Highly recommend it. The End of the Bleeping World. Sorry to prep her for the loud expletive at the end there.
It's okay. I will be the one adjusting that.
Sorry, John.
It was 1 hour and 20 minutes in. I yelled the F word. Apologies.
Excellent.
I was so excited to see the name of the show.
It's all
it has
good.
a strong F.
It's all good.
But
Maybe we can get away with it.
I recommend the Netflix series, The End of the Beeping World. Check it out because it is really cool and she's amazing in it. And I was so captivated by her performance in that. She was one of my fan casts for Jean Grey.
Oh, sure.
And then in this, she's very much a tortured person with psychic powers.
I was going to say, watching this, I could really see that.
It's so funny because she didn't have powers. It's like a regular slice of life show where she accidentally is involved in murder. And even from that, I was like, Jean Grey. And then they cast her as Jean Grey. I'm like, someone agrees with me.
Yeah.
Maybe in the MCU.
Yeah.
You never know. Well,
But yeah.
Let us know in the comments. Do you want to see that actress as Jean Grey? What did you think of Dune Prophecy Episode 3, Sisterhood Above All? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Again, hit that notification bell. That way you are notified whenever we drop episodes like these. And good stuff. And until next time, we will see you guys later.